How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Amanda Saunders.
Nice to meet you. I'm Catherine Muse.
Catherine, how'd you find the office today?
I found it okay. A little confusing in the building, but I found it.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, well, I know you were probably handed a whole lot of paperwork in the front, but did you have an opportunity to read my professional disclosure statement?
I read over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of things that I'd like to highlight from it, okay?
Okay.
Just a little bit of my background. I'm a graduate of North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, Aggie Pride. And I got my professional licensing, my LPC, um, in 2020. And I'm a national certified counselor in 221. And I'm also a marriage and family certified marriage and family therapist, and I got that in 2023. Okay, so I have a variety of experiences working with issues such as academic and career concerns, self-esteem, abuse, sexual trauma, mental illness, and different family dynamic challenges. So I use a variety of approaches. The major one is cognitive behavior therapy. That's basically changing your thoughts to change your behaviors. Um, and some choice and reality and solution focus. So basically looking at your choices and different solutions to whatever issues or concerns that you present in therapy. Okay? So in our therapeutic relationship, everything that you say in here will remain confidential with very few exceptions. And those exceptions are if you tell me that you're being abused or you know somebody else that's being abused, and if you're feeling suicidal or homicidal. So those are the three times where I have to break our confidentiality and make sure that you're safe or other people are safe. Okay. Um, so if you have any grievances on that professional disclosure statement that you have, it sets out how you can express your grievances and different things. Okay. So that was a mouthful about me and my background, which is important, but not as important as getting to know you. So I have a couple of questions for you that I like to just jot down information, and it's just to keep clear your responses so I can keep all the information clear. Okay. So, you said your name was Catherine Muse. Okay. About how old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, 24. And your sex is female, but do you identify any other way?
Yep, all strictly female.
Okay. Do you prefer Catherine or do you have any other name?
I go by Cat sometimes. Catherine's fine though.
Okay. What would you like for me to call you?
You can call me Catherine.
Okay. Your birthday?
September 2nd,
Okay.
1994.
Okay. September 4th. Wow. What race do you identify yourself?
I'm black.
Okay.
African American.
Okay. Primary language spoken in your household?
English.
Okay. Thank you. Your school background. What level of education do you have?
Well, I just graduated from ECU
Okay.
not too long ago.
You're a pirate.
I am a pirate.
Okay. What was your degree in?
I was studying criminal justice.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Do you live with yourself or any other?
All alone.
Okay. Okay. And so what brought you into therapy today?
Well, it's not like I don't want to say I've become more worried, I'm trying to put it into words. Um, with like more bills and of course just graduating, so now there's student loans on top of insurance and of course rent. I've just see I've just been more anxious, I feel like, recently.
Okay. So, just to make sure that I understand correctly, what brought you here? Are you feeling anxious about the financial
Burdens.
items, burdens?
I would
Okay,
say burdens.
You would term it a burden.
You could definitely say burdens.
Okay,
because-
so you're feeling anxious about the financial burdens that
Exactly, and I did just start a new career, which I'm very excited about.
Oh.
But then there comes, there's my mom, and I also have a twin sister,
Oh, wow.
and she's going through some things because she was born with an intellectual disability, so I have to always, check in and make sure she's okay, and she's living with my mom, and just making sure they're okay.
So is it fair to say not only do you have the anxiety with the financial responsibilities that you have, but you have different things going on with your family that
Right.
may worry you or cause you to spend mental energy on those issues that are going on.
Definitely.
So, what do you think some of your strengths are?
Well, like I just said, I have a twin sister who has an intellectual disability, so I'm very naturally, patient with her and things of that nature. So I love helping her just on a daily basis with her schooling and things like that. She just got a new job, so I'm very happy about that. It's something part time, but it's something for her to do. So,
Okay.
but I love just talking to her throughout the day and talking to my mom. Did you say interests? Just things I like to do?
No, I actually say your strengths.
Oh, strength. Yeah. So, family, orientation, I feel, and of course my education. I would say it's a strength. I have a lot of friends. I'm pretty outgoing, so I'd say that's a strength too.
Okay, awesome. So your family is a source of strength. I feel like your personality and your intellectual ability. Is that fair to say? Okay. So, speaking of your family, have you had any significant events? And that can be like a death, accident, divorce. You mentioned the medical problems with your, well, not problems, but the intellectual. Your, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, your sister's diagnosis. Any addictions, psychiatric conditions?
Not so much, but significant event. I mean, I was 10 years old when it happened, but if it counts. But my father did pass away, so he's not, in my life at the moment. So that does have a bear on my mother as well. Yeah. And like I said, those two live together. But there's no, man in the house. So
okay,
that definitely makes a difference.
Okay, you said that was when you were 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In your family, has there been a history of abuse or neglect, trauma, or family violence?
No, not that I can think of. I mean, I did have a few older brothers, and they're still in Jersey. But just being around boys are gonna be boys, so I don't really count that as violence or anything.
Okay, so you said you had brothers, so your relationship with them now, do you speak to them?
Speak on the phone here and there, keep up with them, I know what's going on, but I wouldn't say we're super close.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair. Do you have a religious affiliation?
Not really. I would say I'm more so just spiritual in general.
Okay, so you don't necessarily go to church or anything?
I might here and there, but it doesn't matter the denomination of the church. I just like the practice of faith.
Okay. That's awesome. Any other community supports or relationships that you feel are edifying to you?
Well, I have made a couple of church friends. and things of that nature. I've got a couple Baptist friends.
What's up?
Got a couple of pescatarians down the road, but yeah, just
Okay.
friends all around.
Okay. And that goes to your personality. You said your personality is one of your strengths, so
Pretty open.
I can see that. Okay. So, have you had any previous counseling experience?
I did try counseling one time.
Okay. And what caused you to seek counseling then?
What caused it?
Well, what made you?
It was actually the free counseling on campus
Okay.
provided. I was about to graduate, and just the stress of graduation. I don't know if that was, maybe, I guess that was also anxiety related now that I think back on it. Yeah, I was definitely worried about graduating on time, and I mean I did. I graduated with over a 3.0.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was challenging and testing of the nerves.
I can imagine that was a trying time, and